Happy Sunday. Today is day 7. Wish I had a better setup here in the car so the camera didn't bounce around as much, but just bear with me. This will be a really quick video. Day 7 is the second of my off days in every 7-day cycle, so today's been pretty much a relaxation. Make sure I get in some good clean food, high protein sources, all that kind of good stuff. And I'm going to answer a few questions. Once again, keeps coming up no matter how many times I ask. A lot of people want to know what cycle I'm on. Zero, zilch, nada. If I was, I would have no problem telling you. I'm not one of those people that lies and tries to pretend that something is what it isn't. I am about as transparent as a person can be. So I have no problem with people that go the enhanced route. I find some of them incredible. The dedication that some of them have to bodybuilding and sculpting their physiques is absolutely mind-blowing. But that's not my route. So I'm not going to answer that again. Well, I probably will have to because I'm going to get more questions as we have more subscribers. But back to day 7. I think a few people have been a little confused on my training splits. The 3 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off doesn't mean that the days that are on are always the same thing. It's not day 1 is chest. That's a really good intro to bodybuilding or working out where you say, oh, every Monday I work this, every Thursday I work this, I take off Wednesdays. That's fine to get you into the gym. But when you're doing more advanced training and trying to, like, let's say you have a specific target, whether it's to build muscle, lean out, take your body to new heights, whether you're getting ready for a show in the off season, you have to learn to identify your body and how it's recovering. I'll give this example to make it a little more easy to understand. I'm 5 days since my last leg workout, which I pushed really, really hard. I'm still walking like a cowboy. I'm not going to do legs on, last week it was day 2. I'm not going to do it again in 2 days because I want to be fully recovered, feeling no effects of last week's workout. So I'm going to push it to day 3 or 5. A lot of people say, no, you got to train it once a week. That's what the rules say. There are no rules in bodybuilding. You understand your body, you listen to your body, you find out how it's responding to what you're doing, how quickly it's recovering. Your diet, your sleep, all that will reflect in the way your body talks to you. So you have to listen. Don't go and train just because some schedule says you have to. No, I probably will not train legs again for 3 or 4 more days, making it a 9-day split. This may not make sense to a lot of novice people, but this is something that I've learned throughout my life, especially bringing up lagging body parts where I may have overtrained trying to bring them up. As well as a lot of pro athletes have told me this is what they do. If there is a certain area of their body that they are blasting really, really hard, they're not going to work it every week or every 7th day or whatever. Just because a week has 7 days does not mean your body revolves around that on its recovery cycles. Maybe your arms recover really, really quick and you can train them twice a week. It's not the same for everyone. So the more you get into this sport of bodybuilding and the more you listen to your body, you're going to do it according to what is best and most efficient for your genetics and your training and your eating, okay, and your rest and recovery. This is so important to avoid injury and get the maximum out of your workouts. I know some people that started getting unbelievable gains when they went up to 3 rest days a week. That doesn't make much sense, does it? That's 1 less day training. But I'm telling you right now, I've witnessed their growth where they will put on mass on their legs in 6 months. The kind of results they didn't see in the 3 years before that. It's absolutely incredible. So learn your body and adapt everything around it. I'm going to get a little bumpy here now. Came down to the river valley. We don't really take care of our parking lots in our public parks. days. So what else can I tell you? Back on day one, I will be training chest again, same as day one last week, because I feel fully recovered. But at the same time, I'm actually doing it as a tricep warm-up. Let me explain that. I don't need to bring my pecs up at all. If you've noticed in the videos, they are kind of an overpowering part of my body. I don't need them to grow anymore, so I train them just because I enjoy training them, and I don't push it too far because I don't want more growth. But I can adjust my chest training to start warming up my triceps, make them feel real good, and then blast my triceps at the end of the workout. And I've actually done that in the past and really enjoyed the way that came out. I've also trained triceps same day as biceps. It's whatever I'm feeling at the moment, and because this 30-day program, challenge as we're calling it, is something that I want others to get involved in. I want them to see a whole bunch of different types of training splits so they can understand that they don't just write it on a piece of paper based on what their favorite bodybuilder pretended to write down in a magazine article. That's, if you believe that's actually how they trained, okay. Anyways, I'm not going to go off on a rant. I'm not trying to make this into a huge video. I just want to explain my mindset going through this 30 days. Doesn't mean you have to agree. Doesn't mean you have to try it. I'm just explaining so people understand why I'm going about it. And when they see my results, and I'm not saying mine are going to be better than yours, I challenge you to have better ones than me, because if we keep challenging each other and we're both better because of it, neither of us have lost. Come on. It's okay to have healthy competition. We just don't negatively critique others. If people ask our opinion on how we can bring up our training or our physiques or anything that we're doing, we give constructive feedback. So we're always building the best version of ourselves through our circles. You know, sitting at the right table can also mean the squat rack with the right training partner. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, a proverbial table. That being said, I've found training at the Den this time around has made a massive difference in my training intensity. When you hear those metal plates clanking every few seconds, a lot of people find that intimidating, heavy weight being thrown around, big muscle heads, blah blah. No, they're great people, and it motivates the hell out of you, inspires you to do one more set, 2 more reps, whatever it is. And I'm finding I'm a lot more tired at night. My sleep is better because I'm getting straight to sleep, and I'm just doing more while at the gym than I originally set out to do. And that's something that's like, you can't, until you're there on the gym floor, you really can't appreciate what the right facility will do for you until you're there and the ambiance. Because you know, a lot of places you just line up on some cardio equipment or use some cable machines. Yeah, it's all got its purpose, but for that hardcore training, there's just something about being in those gyms stacked with old school equipment or old school style equipment with newer, you know, technology built into it, and just moving weights. You feel like an absolute beast. You hurt just a little bit more, so you know the workout was successful. It tires you out. Your sleep is better. Your recovery, you know, maybe takes a little bit longer, but you're enjoying it. You can feel those burns, those muscles that you didn't even know you had. You know you're getting growth. Just makes you want to get back out and do it again with rest. So, all right, we're already at 9 minutes. I'm not going to make this any longer. You know what the deal is. It's a 30-day challenge. We've just completed our first week. Tomorrow's day 1. Like I said, chest and triceps. I might even do a weigh-in just to show you my first week's progress. It's scale weight wise, which means nothing to me. I'm happy with what I'm seeing in the mirror, but I'll show you guys what the scale weight looks like. So, all right, we'll call that the end of day 7's video. I'm not doing a whole hell of a lot more today anyways, so there's nothing really to record other than eating and resting. So this is me signing off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow for day 1 of week 2.